Hi, this is Dominic from Paphos Life, and this is the 360 version of our recent nighttime drive around Kato Paphos and the hotel strip. And this was filmed with our new Insta 360 X5, which has better muffling abilities on the audio front, so I'm leaving in the sounds that it recorded itself while basically overdubbing it with my own pearls of wisdom. So we're going to go through the harbour area, and the camera does low light a lot better. Now it will look a little bit, I won't say foggy, but if you look on the roof of the car you can see all the condensation. That's how humid it is at the moment. So you have to bear in mind for the sort of slight mist around the lights. It was very, very humid, about 85% from what I remember. But we're going around the roundabout. Now a lot of people don't realise that this is a roundabout. It really needs to be signposted a bit better. But if you do go around the wrong way, don't get in a panic, just make sure you get off it. Because in Cyprus you don't tend to get sworn at and shouted at if you make a mistake like that. People will tend to laugh and just say, no, you've gone the wrong way. We learned that when we drove around Old Town the wrong way when we were tourists here, before it had been renovated. Right, there's the seafront there and the harbour restaurant, and obviously we can't drive down there, but you're seeing it a lot better illuminated than in our previous films. Normally night driving films like this isn't really feasible because of the low light conditions, means that the camera has to do so much work that it can't do things like stabilisation, so the footage tends to be terrible. But this camera has pretty much knocked that on the head, I'm pleased to say. I mean, it's not like perfect, it's not as if I'd used say a proper digital DSLR camera with stabilisation built in, but that wouldn't be able to cope with this kind of journey anyway, and it's also not the sort of thing I'd mount on the roof of the car, and also it would cost about 3 times as much as what this camera costs. So I'm very happy with the result, and it means I'll be able to get you some more nighttime footage, of which I don't dislike myself, because some of the previous films I've done have been okay, but they've taken so much time in post just trying to get the lighting to look at anything remotely decent. It's nice to have something that's a bit better. So we went up towards King's Avenue Mall, then we've turned right now, and we're going past St Paul's Pillar area. We just have a little look down there. There's one of the various Ottoman baths that are dotted around the place. And now you'll get to see, because we've driven past this down this road many times during the day, and it looks a bit sorry for itself a lot of the time because none of the places are open. But now you'll be able to see what it looks like when they are all open. It's a lot prettier. Nice restaurant there on the left and on the right. I'm not going to name them all because there'll just be too many. There's Sophiana Resort coming up on the left there, and the nice little fountain. And we'll turn around here and on to Bar Street. I mean, the first part of Bar Street is not very salubrious, but we'll get to the main bit in a minute. There's Ace's Bar just appearing on the left. A popular place. And you're going to have Baywatch on the left and a few restaurants on the right. They're doing quite a few bit of renovation work up here as well. And if you're wondering what that weird squelching sound is that you hear occasionally, it's actually the windscreen wiper, which is another indication of how humid it is, because my wife was having to switch it on occasionally to stop the front window from fogging up. If you like our films, please do subscribe to our YouTube channel and share them far and wide, and click on any notification bells and leave comments. it all benefits our algorithm. And if you want to help us out financially, go to our Buy Me a Coffee page at buymeacoffee.com/Paphos Life and chuck us a few coffees. All coffees are gratefully received. To get stuff back in return, go to our Zazzle store at zazzle.co.uk/store/Paphos Life/collections. And they can get all sorts of memorabilia featuring pictures that we've taken and stuck on Facebook. Because our main way of keeping in contact with us is the Paphos Life Facebook page. So make sure you follow that. We've got nearly 85,000 followers, so you won't be lonely. And there's the VIP bar on the right, which is obviously open because it's all illuminated, and open all year round is Flair's bar and also Boogie's on the Flair's on the left, Boogie's on the right. I cannot believe that this taxi driver has now stopped to chat to someone after he delayed us all and gave us a friendly wave at the end of it. But there you have it. And then you got Boogie's bar on the right, again nicely lit up. And then you got some takeaway places and bubbles. It all looks very good from that point, but beyond that, it's a bit, there's no tourists, that's not actually open. There could be a condensation on our car there though. And that's Marika and Me Bar. Still waiting for their signs. And now we come to the really rundown bit, but it won't last for long. There's a bowling alley which we explored, and great fun. And they've now locked the door on that, so you can't get back in there. There's Cole's restaurant, and you got the Keg and Barrel on the left coming up, and then you got lovely Poseidon Avenue water feature, which looks very swanky. We'll pan the camera around again so you see the Keg and Barrel again. And there's T&J's Fish and Chip Shop. They were closed again. They seem to have quite irregular opening hours. It's quite frustrating because in terms of their food quality, they're on a par with, say, Mr. Cod in Patavis. They're that good. But they seem to open at will, at a whim. Anyway, there's lots of restaurants along here which are always open. So give them a look. Don't just spend all your money down at the seafront. Very nice food to be had there. And we're coming up to Alexander the Great Hotel on the right in a minute. We'll look at the lit up shops first on the left though. Now at Christmas especially, this looks very nice, that place does. And next Christmas you'll be able to see it filmed with this camera. And then you have the Amalfi Hotel, couples only. Yeah, it is very nice, and we'll leave the camera pointing in that direction because then you'll be able to see in the distance the Antasia Beach Bar and the rather full car park next to it. So it's obviously a popular place at night, and there'll be Sodat Beach below it. And after that, the camera will be coming back round and we'll be having a look around the triangle before heading down the hotel strip. I won't name all the hotels on the hotel strip because I can't remember them all basically. It's unfair to just pick some of them out. Right, there's Felix the Cat Club. They used to be on Bar Street. I think on the one down there, but now it's nicely nestled in a triangle. A lot of restaurants here. It's well worth perusing when you're looking for somewhere to eat. I don't know how that parking is working out there. You had people double parked, blocking other people in. Hopefully they're all part of the same group, but it was the only explanation I could come up with. Right, so you've got Paquiamos Beach down that road on the right, and there's the Rib Shack. And on the left you have the Avanti Hotel and the Avanti Holiday Village. And also on the right now you'll have Louis Imperial Beach Hotel. And there'll be a number of shops and restaurants mainly on the left. The remaining hotels will all be on the right, with the exception of the Eliaphon in a short while. And then on the right you have the Athena Royal Beach Hotel and the Athena Beach Hotel, but we're looking at the moment at a nice little square there where they've got quite a few restaurants tucked in there. It was on the left. I think that's the Athena Beach we're going past. And some more restaurants here. And after the Athena Beach you have the Louis Ledra Beach Hotel, and the Eliaphon, which I talked about, is just there on the left. And the Cypria Maris Beach Hotel, and somewhere in there is also the Cypria Bay Hotel. There it is. Then you got the Evie Marie Hotel and the Aqua Marie Hotel. If you're wondering how I remember all these, it's because I've got the web page I did for our definitive guide up, so I'm just reading it off there. It's a lot easier. And so next up you'll have the Asamina Suites Hotel. And then the Pioneer Beach Hotel there, looking fabulous. And just after that is a little turning that will take you to St. Nicholas Church. And the final hotel on the hotel strip will be the Louis Phaethon Hotel, just coming up. And after that we're pretty much done. I was very impressed with the light quality. I mean, obviously it'd be nice if it hadn't been a bit so misty, but that's just the humidity. And you can't do anything about that, I'm afraid. But we're going past the Luna Park now, and that's open at night, which is why it's called a Luna Park. It's a generic term rather than a trade name. It's great for kids. If you want somewhere to take them, it's a bit different. So anyway, that was Kato Paphos and the hotel strip at night, with more colour than we've seen before. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next film. Cheers.